So my name's Travis and I'm an Associate Territory Manager with Striker. My role as an ATM is perhaps different than a typical ATM, and I say that because I caretake a territory at the moment, so my territory that I work in is vacant. So as an ATM, especially at the start of your journey, you'll spend a lot of time learning the Striker portfolio, learning all about a hip and knees in particular, but you'll also spend a lot of time with your territory manager, learning your customers and learning your team as well. So also a big part is spending time with your territory manager so that you can learn off them and also get an understanding of your customers so that you can uncover potential sales opportunities. Sure, so my career journey was I started as a physiotherapist. I worked in private practice for about 6.5 years. Needed a new challenge basically in my career. I felt like I was hit a bit of a dead end and I wanted a new challenge. I heard about the medtech industry and the NPS role in particular from a good friend of mine who was also a physio, and I thought, that's me, like, get me in. So I applied for as an NPS role with Striker, and I was successful in getting that role, thanks to the help of Gem Med as well. So I started as an NPS. My journey was probably a little bit different than perhaps other NPSs in that within 6 months I was caretaking a territory. So not only did I have to learn the clinical aspect of the role and the robotics, I also had to do some of the territory management side of things. During that process of doing the territory management, I actually found that I quite enjoyed the sales aspect of the role and the territory management aspect of the role. And I thought, hey, I can do this. And I'm lucky I have a great supportive team around me. My management was supportive, and I could see that I had a bit of an affinity for that territory management. And so I decided to go through to an associate territory management role. So that's where I am today. I absolutely love the fact that when I was a physio, a big passion of mine was based around anatomy and physiology. The epitome for me was being able to go into an orthopaedic surgery and work with an orthopaedic team. That really was really appealing to me and still is today. Over the last 18 months, I've been able to develop my skills and then also progress that into a sales environment. So how can I use the skills that I've learned in a clinical aspect to provide sales opportunities for our customers. So I've enjoyed the challenge that's given me. One of the things I learned when I actually joined, obviously, was that I've only been here 18 months and I've already been in 2 different roles. The team's been super supportive of that and helped me progress from a clinician into an associate territory manager role. One of the things I've really enjoyed was being able to be part of a great team. As a physio, I was a solo practitioner, and being able to step into a great team of highly motivated individuals has really brought out the best in me, and I've really enjoyed that aspect. The next thing I've really enjoyed is also the development and the career opportunities that this opened up for me. I started as a clinician and now I'm moved into that associate territory manager, and that's all happened within the space of 12 months basically. So, I've really enjoyed that aspect of it. And also the challenges that this role presents is also great because I find it steps me out of my own comfort zone and helps me with my own personal development. I think that those 2 days are the same. It's a positive and a negative, and that's you have a plan for the day, but then you've got calls coming in left, right, and centre. Basically, the hours are a challenge. You don't know when you're going to finish at the end of the day because sometimes you're in a surgery and you don't know when you're going to finish. I suppose despite the challenges, the pro of all that is that it keeps me on my toes, and I really do enjoy the role. One of the main benefits is, and I touched on this before, is working on in a great team. There's a lot of people who come from many different backgrounds, and I think we've all got different strengths in particular. And that's something that Striker emphasises is working to your strengths, and we know that we've all got different strengths, and I think that having a team environment with different strengths is fantastic, and I think it brings out the best in all of us. Yeah, so some of the other benefits are the career progression that they offer. So, I started as an NPS, I'm an associate territory manager now, and hopefully before the end of the year, I'm in a territory management role, and there are roles beyond that even in the future. So that's one of the things I've really enjoyed, and one of the big benefits of working with Striker. The other thing is that they are, as a team and as the management team, they are very invested in you as a person. They're willing to spend one-on-one time with you in a specific way to develop your personal goals. So whether that be in a clinical aspect, some people are clinicians and want to be senior clinicians, and other people want to move into that sales field. So there's plenty of different options. I enjoyed working with people, and I enjoyed having an impact on their lives as well. I'm glad that doing what I'm doing at the moment, I'm still having a really positive impact on patients' lives, but just from a different angle. My honest advice is I would get in touch with GenMed, and I say that because I'm a product of their academy. I got in touch with the team and they put me onto the PMDR course. As a physio, I didn't know much about the medtech industry, and after doing that course I felt like I had a much better grasp of what was involved with the role of a med representative. I also really benefited from the coaching services that they provided. It wasn't a matter of the guys giving me the answers to what I needed to do. It was just assisting me in connecting the dots and helping me think of my own examples, and so that I could bring that to the interviews and be able to put my best foot forward. I think that from a more specific point of view, in terms of the interviews, I would definitely make sure that you practice. You need to make sure that you know your examples well, because they will want a deep dive on those examples. So that would be one of my recommendations. Make sure you're patient, because it is a long interview process, but I would just make sure that you enjoy it, because the skills that you learn during that interview process are going to help you down the track.